This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for March 5, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, musician and famed FM DJ Arif Cooper is dead. Musician, producer, broadcaster, and famed FM DJ Arif Cooper died suddenly early this morning. Mr. Cooper was playing at a party at the Randy Williams Entertainment Center when he collapsed. Attempts were made to resuscitate him, but he was unresponsive. He was taken to hospital, but was later pronounced dead. Arif began DJing in 1991 at house parties, dances, nightclubs, and eventually international festivals and major international dancehall events. He became a producer and founded Fresh Air Productions in 1998, working on the development of 2 hard records. In 1998, he joined the Fame FM in the capacity of broadcaster radio disc jockey, where he held the position until he died. Arif was the son of musician and musical educator Michael Ibu Cooper. Businessman killed, wife injured in Grand Spend gun attack. A businessman was shot and killed in Grand Spend, St. Andrew on Sunday morning. The deceased has been identified as Peter Green, the owner of a plaza in the community. His wife was shot and injured in the incident. According to alleged eyewitnesses, about 8 a.m., gunmen entered the business premises on a motorcycle and opened fire, hitting Green and his wife. They were both rushed to the hospital, where Green succumbed to his injuries. The St. Andrew North police are investigating the incident. Several injured in terrifying highway crash in St. Catherine. Several people were rushed to hospital on Sunday morning after a single vehicle accident on the east-west leg of Highway 2000 in St. Catherine. It is understood that about 7 a.m., the driver of a black BMW motorcar was on the highway heading towards Spanish Town when he lost the control of the vehicle, which then crashed into a median. The occupants of the car sustained injuries and were rushed to the hospital. According to an eyewitness, the vehicle flipped several times. "I saw the vehicle drift to the side. It flipped over 3 times. It was a terrible sight," he told the news. One of the occupants of the vehicle is said to be a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Increased police presence in Southborough following fatal shooting on Friday. The Greater Portmore Police in St. Catherine are keeping a close watch on the community of Southborough after 3 people were shot, one fatally by gunmen Friday night. The attack occurred along Miranda Path shortly after 7 o'clock. The dead man has been identified as 42-year-old Robert Reed, otherwise called Willie Reds, a vendor of Miranda Path. An ex-policeman and a 3-year-old child were the others shot. It is reported that Mr. Reed was sitting at his fruit stall in the community when gunmen shot him. The ex-policeman and his granddaughter, who were nearby, were also struck by bullets. The child was shot in the shoulder, while her grandfather was shot in his left thigh and the lower back. The 3 were rushed to hospital, where Mr. Reed was pronounced dead and the other 2 admitted. Head of the St. Catherine South Police Division, Senior Superintendent Christopher Phillips, told the news that the police have increased their presence in the area. He says that the cops have not yet established a motive for the shooting, as the area has been quiet for some time. Police probing arson attack in Ferry Hill, Portland. The police in Portland are now searching for the suspects behind an arson attack in Ferry Hill in the parish yesterday. The fire destroyed a wooden shop. About 4:15 a.m., residents saw flames coming from the shop close to the old post office and called the police and the fire department. Following cooling down operations, fire personnel reported that the fire was the work of arsonists. This after a metal bottle containing a flammable substance was found at the scene. The estimate of the damage is more than $1 million. Investigators reported that the owner of the shop is now in custody, awaiting sentencing for illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition. Major showdown looming between government and the Police Federation after wage talks collapse. A major showdown is now looming between the government and the Police Federation, which represents rank and file members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The Federation issued an ultimatum on the Finance Ministry last week after which talks collapsed. The Central Executive has made it clear to the ministry that it cannot accept the offer currently on the table under the Compensation Review Program. During a sometimes raucous mass meeting of its membership on Friday, Chairman of the Federation, Corporal Rohan James, told the members that he cannot accept the offer of 20% spread over 3 years. He read an internal email obtained by the Central Executive in which the Finance Ministry expressed the concern that if it accepts the offer submitted by the Federation, including increased benefits, it could cause an explosion of the country's wage bill. According to Corporal James, the document recommends that the salaries of rank-and-file police personnel be placed in a separate salary structure from other public bodies. Corporal James blasted the Finance Ministry, accusing the Finance Minister of showing disrespect to the police. He said he would rather step down as chairman than sign the government's offer.
So it tells you, colleagues, that the government of, which is our employer, is saying to us, simple put, we don't deserve to be compensated, similar to even our officer corps. And for that reason, I do not intend to sacrifice a soul. Government must pay for the service. I will work for the service where you can pay for. Over the years, we have caused ourselves to be placed in a compromised position. So much so that our Minister of Finance can be speaking as if we are mendicants at the table, telling who and who him doing favor for. Pay the police for what they are entitled to in service to the people of Jamaica.
Some St. Catherine councillors speak out against the importation of ganja. Several councillors in the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation have voiced their disapproval of the government's decision to import ganja from Canada. There has been strong pushback from local stakeholders since the revelation of the importation of the plant. During a caucus meeting of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation yesterday, the councillors said the issue will serve a serious blow to the local ganja industry. Mayor of Spanish Town, Norman Scott, says the government should allow small farmers to grow the plant for research purposes.
We find it extremely disturbing that Jamaicans can plant ganja, can grow ganja, yet the government, for some reason, whether it is not giving the kind of licenses that is necessary for these persons to be able to ply their trade, preventing them, but no, importing ganja into the country. This is unacceptable, and we call on the government to reverse the decision that they have taken and to give the young people and the youths of this country a chance. The time has come to give them a chance.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.